everyone. This is Dr. Mummy Budgets coming back to you again with another video. And today's video, as you will be able to see in the description below, is going to be my week 1 budget projection for the month of November. So, if you are interested in this sort of information, budgeting information, financial information, you need a little motivation, you want to see how I actually do my budget, which is, I think, a very unique way of doing it. I would love it if you would please stay tuned to watch this video. Okay, everyone, we are back. Let's go on and get this budget projection going. As you can see from my little notes here, winter is definitely on the way, guys. I think on yesterday it was like 73 that morning, and by the end of the evening into the nightfall it was like 35 degrees. Yes, that's the kind of weather degree gap we get here in Georgia. And of course, this is football weather. You know, when you're going out to the football games, you want to bundle up and, you know, just watch a good football game, just as long as it doesn't get too cold. Okay. Now, also, I wanted to leave you with a little motivation. Remember, we are here to do this budget projection video, so we want to stay focused and let's get our finances in order. So today is the week 1 budget projection, and we are just going to dive right in. I'm going to make sure everything stays in frame here, and I'm going to try and get through this budget projection just as quick as I possibly can. All right, here we go. What are we projecting for this week that this week's paycheck will pay for? It's going to be, the first item is my primary mortgage, where I will set aside $306. Next, we're going to have my water bill. And we're going to project $98. That is a little high, but that's kind of been what it's been averaging. The next one is the phone and internet. That should be coming in at right around $230. The auto insurance, remember, my auto insurance has increased because I have added a teen driver as well as a third vehicle. So I will be setting aside $93.50 for this week. All right, moving right along. Next, what else? We have student loans. And that amount right now, like I said, I'm setting aside $108. They have lowered my payment a bit, and I'm just trying to see how I want to do that going forward, because I may want to take that money and put it toward my second mortgage, which is what I am going to write out right now, so that I can go on, and pay that off quicker. So the second mortgage this week will be $195.61. And if you've been watching some of my other videos, this amount is way lower because I had to remove decrease some of the extra money I was paying toward my second mortgage on the principal to move it to my auto insurance. So it is what it is. But as long as, like I always say in my videos, we're not going into debt to do any of this stuff, then we are fine. All right, now we have the household expenses. And remember, that is hard, cold cash that I take out of my checking account for $194 that I put into my index card system. So that is cash that I use throughout the week. Next, we have the children's savings account, where I have an automatic amount of $28.50 that go into their accounts. We have next the South Africa trip, which is $62. Like I said, guys, I haven't made up my mind yet as to whether I want to go on and pay that off, but I can kind of see that happening in the near future, because that $62 is roughly, I set aside that every week times 4, so that's about $248 that I can be using toward another debt. So we may go on and just grab that money out of the savings account and, pay it off. But y'all know I am one who loves to save, so that's why it's been kind of hard for me to go on and do it at this point. Next, we have the Homeowners Association fee, where I set aside $6.60. And actually, that's it. So we do not have a number 11. So the total of these expenses and debts for this week is $1,322.21. Okay. Now, based on my pay for this week, I am going to be short a small amount of money, which is going to be $137.36. Remember, I've already calculated all of these numbers out for the sake of this video so that we can move it along quickly, but that is normally the amount that I am going to be short to help satisfy this total number of expenses that I want to have allocated to come out of this week's pay. Also, remember, I like to leave a small cushion in the checking account, because you never know what may sneak up on you, of $26.15. So with that being said, then let's make sure I'm calculating this right. Let's whip out my calculator, because it's not looking right. Let's see what we got here. Excuse me for a second, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with my calculations, but let's take a quick look at what I've done so far. We have 1,322.21. So I'm just kind of calculating here on my calculator, just in case you're wondering what I'm doing. And then I have a certain amount of money that I do set aside in this account for bills and expenses. So of that amount, I'm going to be short. So that's what happened. So I actually ended up, this is the total amount. So this amount should only be, hope y'all can still see this. I'm going to write it out to the side. $111.21. That's what I am going to be short this week. Then if you add in the $26.15, which I will do, $26.15 right here on the, my markers keep sliding away from me, guys. Let's move them over here. Okay, they just don't want to stop moving, but anyway. All right, so that gives me that total. That's where the number comes from. So I will be short $137.36, which I will need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy this total of $1,322.21. Now, from there, let's move on to our next step. Remember, the next thing we do is we go back up through the expenses that we have set aside for this week and see what all we need to pay right now, or what bills we need to pay later. So we're going to put a put away beside any of those bills that we are not paying for this upcoming week. And they include the first mortgage. So we'll put a PA beside that. The water bill will be paid. The phone bill will be paid. Auto insurance is not paid this week. So put a PA by that one. Student loan will not be paid this week. That's PA. We're paying the second mortgage. Household expenses are good. Yeah. The South Africa trip, we are not paying that this week, or the homeowners association fee. So next, after we do that step where we go back through all of our debts, the third step is to add all of the put away amounts together so we can see what we need to put away into our bill savings account. So that PA amount, for the sake of the video, I've already added all those numbers together. It's going to come to $576.10. Okay, so that is the total amount that we need to put away for bills that will not need to be paid for this week. Okay, so now, as you can see, we have two actions that need to take place. We need to pull out some money to help us satisfy the total number of expenses, but there are some expenses that are not going to actually be paid this week, so we need to put those into the bill savings account. So what do? When we have two different actions, we have to subtract those two numbers. So we will be subtracting the $576.10 minus the $137.36. Okay? And from there, that total number is $438.74. And remember, I told you, whichever action we need to do that has the largest amount, that is the ultimate action that we will take. Let me repeat that again. Whichever number is the largest of the two numbers that you need to subtract, that is the actual action that we will take. So we got the $137 that we need to pull out technically from the bill savings account to help us out with the expenses, but we also have a put away amount of $576.10. That is your largest number. So that is what this total amount of money will be. That is the action that will be taken for this amount of money. So we will put away into bill savings account the $438.74. Okay, so now basically I need to go back up through here because there is some items where I do set aside monies for them, but that is not the total amount of the debt for this week. So now, for example, the water bill. The water bill actually came in at $84. So now, if we are to subtract these two numbers, remember I set aside the $98. So if we subtract $84 from it, we have an overage of $14. Okay? There's an overage of $14, and I am going to give it a pink color because it is actually the item that we need to do, the action that we need to do, just like the put away action. So basically we have an overage of $14 there. Same thing with my phone and internet. It actually came in at $222. So, oops, yeah. I didn't mean to circle that one. I need to circle what my overage is. Sorry. Disregard the circle. So 230 minus the 222 gives us an overage of $8. Okay? So there we have it, guys. We have two more amounts that need to be added to this put away total down here. So that $14 plus the $8 is going to be how much? $22. So that is another amount that we need to put away into Bill's savings account. Now remember, it's not good to just leave this money out here, because there may be months when, let's just say, which may be odd, my phone bill goes up to $240. See, those extra amounts that we put away into the bill savings account will already be there, so we can pull out more, than what we have actually set aside. See, we got to continue to set these numbers aside as standard numbers, because, that's the limit of the paycheck. So we can't just increase these numbers because there's a limited amount that you want to set aside. Same thing with this water bill. Let's just say it's $105 one month. Then we're able to pull away from some of these $14 that we've been putting away, or whatever the overage is, out of that bill savings account, so we can help accommodate for the amounts that may be above what we've set aside for this week. So now, let's continue on. We still have this $22 that we need to put away as well, guys. So from that, we will add that $22 down here to the $438.74. So now we have $438.74 plus $22. And I am not going to use my brain. We are going to bring in the calculator real quick. $438.74 plus the $22. It gives us $460.74. Now this is the total amount that we will be putting away in the bill savings account this week. And that is basically it, guys. If you have any questions about how I do my budget, let's try to put it in frame so you can see everything. Please leave me a comment in the description, in the comment section below, so we can have a conversation about it. But this is all I have for week 1. And I would love it if you would share this information with those that may be interested in this sort of content. I would also love it if you would subscribe to my channel. But other than that, this is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. Until next time, guys, peace.